Welcome back. One of the scientists monitoring the La Soufrière volcano in St. Vincent, which began erupting effusively 1 week ago, says residents should remain on high alert but not panic about the situation. Geologist Richard Robertson is among a team of specialists from the Seismic Research Unit at the University of the West Indies St. Augustine campus in Trinidad and Tobago that has been dispatched to help monitor the volcano. He says residents may need to move off the mountain for a certain period if the volcano goes explosive and may be able to come back later. Emergency management officials have been using aircrafts to monitor the growth of the new dome, which was discovered last Tuesday in the volcano that last erupted in 1979. The 1979 event, an explosive eruption that took place on the 13th of April, Good Friday, is said to have resulted in the evacuation of 20,000 people. No lives were lost as a consequence of that eruption, which saw thousands of people spending months in evacuation camps set up mainly in schools and other public buildings. Now, St. Lucia's Prime Minister Allen Chastanet has given a message of assurance to the citizens and government of St. Vincent and the Grenadines that St. Lucia will be on hand to provide as much assistance as possible in the event the volcano erupts. Prime Minister Chastanet says conversations are already taking place and plans are being executed to have the island ready and on standby if needed.
Some of the more immediate ramifications is that if there is an evacuation of the immediate area, a lot of lands would be vacated, and clearly there may need to be assistance provided by sister islands to assist them with that. We've been in contact with several hoteliers, some who have not opened up their properties as yet, as making those rooms available for them. Certainly we're having to put a contingency plan in place that if we need to help them with medical support, i.e. Using the respiratory center as a backup for them as to how we would potentially do that. And certainly using Hewanora Airport as much as possible as another source of getting personnel into St. Vincent.
Prime Minister Chastanet has lauded the united efforts being made by member states of the OECS. He says it is impossible for any one island to shoulder the weight of such a disaster, and so member states are stepping in without hesitation to lend a hand.
I'm very heartened by the level of camaraderie among all of the islands, offering similarly hotel space, personnel. We do have 85 Cuban doctors and nurses who are still here with us, letting St. Vincent know that they are available to them if needs be. And the other islands were doing the same thing. Dominica, Antigua, the BVI, all of the countries were offering a tremendous amount of support to Prime Minister Gonzalez and to the people of St. Vincent and the Grenadines.
OECS governments are hoping for the best but preparing for the worst. The Taiwanese embassy in St. Lucia says it is looking forward to commencing a Mandarin program in St. Lucia. Ambassador to St. Lucia for China-Taiwan, Peter Shen, says the initiative will not just benefit both countries when it comes to cultural exchange, but it will also benefit students desirous of studying in Taiwan.
The government of the Republic of China-Taiwan has recently sent a Mandarin instructor as part of the Taiwan Technical Mission in St. Lucia. The primary purpose of her coming is to promote the atmosphere of Mandarin learning and Taiwanese culture. Taiwanese ambassador to St. Lucia, Peter Chen, explained that it is important for such exchanges to be done as they assist with the enhancing of bilateral relations.
Taiwan and St. Lucia enjoy long-time friendship, and I think cultural exchange can enhance both Taiwanese and St. Lucians to know better of each other's tradition, custom, belief, language. And for that, we'll enhance mutual understanding and enhance the cooperation and supporting each other.
Ambassador Chen explained that given the fact that many St. Lucian students apply to study in Taiwan, this initiative will benefit them greatly as they would already know the basics of the language. He says initially the program will go on for 1 year. He says due to the pandemic, the classes can be accessed via Zoom. However, it will be available to students at the Sir Arthur Lewis Community College.
First of all, we will have some language program in Sir Arthur Lewis College. And also, we are designing a program for public sectors. So in the future, we are more than happy to have more program, or maybe for the public or for schools. And so in order to increase the awareness and also interest of all people in Mandarin and also in the cultural exchange.
Ambassador Chen hopes that the learners use the opportunity to learn more about Taiwanese culture. Reporting for Hot 7 News, I am Genevieve Gonzalez.
The U.S. state of Georgia is going to the polls for a second-round vote that will decide whether President-elect Joe Biden's Democrats control the Senate. Biden's party needs to win both seats in the state's runoffs to gain full control of Congress, and with it the power to push forward his agenda. The Republican Party of outgoing President Donald Trump needs only to win one in order to retain the Senate. The Republicans currently hold 52 out of the 100 seats. If both Democrats win on Tuesday, the Senate will be evenly split, allowing incoming Democratic Vice President Kamala Harris the tie-breaking vote. This would be crucial for pushing through Biden's agenda, including on key issues such as health care and environmental regulations, policy areas with strong Republican opposition. Biden said Georgians could shape the U.S. for years to come. Meanwhile, Trump told voters it was their last chance to save the America they love. This is the Hot 7 TV Nightly News. We'll be right back.